Assalamu alaikum. So today teachers come back to schools, and I wanted to talk to you about a small change that you can make in your classrooms and in your teaching. Now this change is small, but believe me, it's going to have a big impact. You see, as a teacher of English, you have a great responsibility to your students. Not only are you tasked with teaching them a new language, but you also need to create an environment where they feel comfortable and safe asking questions and learning from their mistakes. One way to do this is by being mindful of the language you use in your classroom and in your lesson. When it comes to asking your students if they have any questions, there are two common phrases you might use. Now, the most common one is, do you have any questions? Or the second one, what questions do you have? Now, at first glance, these might seem like interchangeable, like they have, however, a significant impact on how your students perceive you and how they perceive their own learning. The first phrase, do you have any questions, is a closed-ended question. It assumes that there may or may not be questions and puts the burden on the students to come up with something to ask. While this might seem like a simple way to check for understanding, it can also create an environment where students feel like they shouldn't ask questions, or that their questions aren't important or aren't welcomed. They might also feel like they need to come up with a question quickly, or even if they don't have understood the material or the lesson. On the other hand, the second phrase, what questions do you have, is an open-ended question. It assumes that there will be questions and gives the students space to ask what's on their minds. Now, this phrase also validates the importance of questions, letting your students know that their questions are valued and welcomed, and it's normal to have them. It also gives your students a chance to reflect on what they might be struggling with and ask for clarification. By making this small change in the language you use, you can create a classroom culture that fosters curiosity, engagement, and learning. When you ask, what questions do you have, you are encouraging your students to think critically and actively participate in their own learning process. You are also giving yourself the opportunity to check for understanding and to, at the same time, address any confusion or misunderstandings before they become bigger issues, of course. So, as a teacher, again, the words that you use matter. By asking what questions do you have instead of do you have any questions, you can create a more inclusive and supportive environment for your students. You are in fact giving them the chance to take an active role in their own learning, and you are also showing them that their questions are valued and important. So next time you are in the classroom, make this small change but significant change and see the difference it makes. Hey, good luck, have a good one, and peace.